penis episode. The alligator penises episode.
Dragging through the water.
I love naming the episode that.
Sporting a bungee penis.
I laughed so much that week. That was funny. But one of the things you said on that was like, you can't, or you don't remember a lot of like pranks and teasing. And that just like blew my mind, because my whole thing with that, my whole issue to this day,
Too much pranks.
is just like, I just felt like there was like teasing like so much, and I just got like so tired of it. And rather than even being angry, my thing, I'm definitely, shout out to last week, I just reached a fugue state at home.
Disassociated.
I disassociated whenever I was being teased or whatever. But like I said, it wasn't like big things that were always just like whatever. It was just it was like the accumulation of everything, just everything over time. Just, it was just like too much. But I thought of one thing the other day, and I should have said this last week, because we're talking about bloody diarrhea, but this is just regular diarrhea. But
Oh, we never said diarrhea last week.
oh, what did we say? Just bloody stool?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Actually, I don't think this is diarrhea, but it was like gurgling. And when we were in Israel,
Ribs.
yeah, like I said, I had got sick every time I've been in Cambodia. So I was like, how am I going to fare in Israel, Jordan? Am I going to get sick? I didn't really. And the food was insane. It was so good. I mean,
Lots of like sauces, like to like dip and mix everything in. Like,
yeah.
It was all just like
everything was just like so flavorful. Even if it was like the most simple meal, it was just like so flavorful, and just, oh my gosh, it was just fine tasting. Even if it was just like freaking chicken and rice, it was just something about it. I think about it all the time. It was just so good there. But there's this one time where our meal, I think it was the day we were supposed to go to the Dead Sea, and it sort of like our whole schedule got messed up, and we were supposed to go here at a certain time and not at a certain time, and we have to make reservations because we're on a bus. We have like 40 people showing up, 40 old people showing up.
Oh yeah.
And so yeah, we ate at like Jericho, and there was
The Wall?
yeah, and they just Jericho? I don't think that was right, but maybe.
Where they marched around the wall?
I mean, I know that is that, but also
Not the Weeping Wall or whatever.
no, the Wailing Wall.
Wailing Wall.
But I think it was Jericho, but anyway, not sure.
Did you listen to this song?
What's this?
I thought it was the line. Cut.
Anyways, we ate at this. Great. Error 404. We were waiting. See what happens when there's stuff like this? The payoff never. You backed yourself into a corner. Because no matter what it is, it's not going to be good enough for the wait now.
Well, if you cut it and then
But
cut
now,
it back in.
no, now I have to leave all this in. We can't bail on it now. We're stuck. Demonetize.
Did you listen to the... Okay, and we're back. Did you listen to this? Did you listen to this song while you were there?
What did he say?
Like the Dead Sea. You told me I was like the Dead Sea.
Oh, salty. How is he like the Dead Sea? Salty?
I don't know. You have to listen to the rest of the
Makes
song.
you float?
And while you're at it, check out Will's music playlist.
Yeah, where's your videos?
Okay, I started to work back up. Okay. And I was going to do it on Tuesdays. And Tuesday, I literally felt like I was drunk all day from not sleeping.
Yeah. I know. Those 2-minute videos are hard.
You're in Israel. You're in Jericho. You're eating the good
I had
food.
a great experience in the Dead Sea because I was in it and there was a lightning storm
Ooh.
on the other side. So I was like floating and watching the lightning storm.
Ooh.
And it was just like kind of cool, but also like, I don't know if it's good to be in water when there's lightning happening.
Especially salty water.
I guess I didn't know.
Did you know?
I didn't know if it helped or hurt.
It helps. Like if you had, what's it called? The type of water that has nothing in it. Like starts with a D, right? That's the one. Anyway, if you have
water, Dasani.
if you have the water that has no minerals or anything in it doesn't conduct electricity.
Oh, yeah.
Because it has no electrons.
Sense. Yeah, there are a lot of like minerals and things in the water. They actually do a lot of dredging of the Dead Sea.
Oh.
And it's like
good band, Drench.
It's receding like very, very, very far. And they're actually, because it's such like a cultural landmark, they're
right.
trying to figure out ways to like pump water, see if they can even pump water back into it.
Oh, just add water?
Yeah, just add water. Microwave on high for 3 minutes.
Mm.
Got yourself a Dead Sea. Anyways, I don't know. All this story is we go to this place, and for some reason...
Distilled water.
Distilled. For some reason, the room is like a palace, and they have all of us sitting at like one table. We're all sitting side by side, like, you know, where it's the like cheap chairs that are like made for like not American people, so they're like 12 inches wide.
Yeah.
And so
the legs are like bending out.
Yeah. So your outer butts are touching each other while you're sitting there, supposed to be eating your meal. And so this is the only time on the trip I think I'm going to have like explosiveness coming out of my butthole. Mm-hmm. And I go to the bathroom. I'm in there a long time. I mean, luckily I did not get sick, but it was still like a moment that time. But I was in the bathroom for a long time, and it's noticeable. I mean, you're with the same people for 2 weeks. You're all sitting at the table. Obviously, there's a chair's gone. Nobody's touching your upper butt anymore because you're not. It's like, oh, finally, my legs can breathe a little.
Yeah.
Michael has diarrhea. I can finally like be comfortable. So you're just like counting the minutes back till my diarrhea is done. So you're gonna be uncomfortable again. Yeah, get back to the table, and I'm trying to be like discreet. Like, hey. We're at this restaurant. It's not even a restaurant. It's like a hall. It's like there's only one thing I can do. I can either eat the food that's in front of me or go have diarrhea. There's the only two options at this place. And so I left. I came back, and the first thing Dad says, like not discreetly, like in front of everybody, like, "Whoa, did you fall in?" And it's like, that's not like that big a deal in any other circumstance, like maybe, but it's like, I don't know any of these people.
Yeah.
I'm not happy about having diarrhea. I'm not happy about talking about diarrhea.
You're eating a meal.
I don't know if anybody else wants to hear about how long my diarrhea took to come out. So it's like that kind of stuff.
You come back and sit down, you're like, oh, sorry, I just had to wrestle a dirt snake.
Ew. Yuck. And it's like that kind of thing. It's like always like, it's like, I wouldn't make, that's what I was saying about Tammy on the episode. Is like, I wouldn't make, like, she was nervous about the podcast. It's like, I wouldn't make Tammy the butt of a joke.
It's not exposed. It's, what's the word? Yeah. You're like using them for.
If it was just her and I at home, we can kind of like tease each other or whatever. Yeah. But it's like, if I was out in public or in front of other people, I would not.
It's like at their demise, you're creating some sort of joke or entertainment.
It's funnier for me to make myself the butt of the joke than to potentially like hurt someone's feelings and make them the butt of the joke, and then
Yeah.
it's hard to have a relationship 36 years later. Update, fam. You want some bad family stuff? There it is.
There it is.
Delivered. Even though I don't care about your suggestions, delivered.
Because we've always been bringing it.
Delivered. Actually, yeah. The other thing, I said last week about somebody said they don't listen to the podcast, and the other thing that's been sitting with me, and I'll just talk about this in terms of the podcast, is like I sat down and I made a joke, like I made like a self-deprecating joke or whatever, and they were like, "Oh, yeah, I forgot you were so negative," and that was the first thing they said to me, and I was just,
How long have they known you?
long enough to know, like, first of all, I mean, I was talking to Tammy about it. It was like, first of all, yes. But also, like, that's also, like, this is what I think. Whatever your style of humor is, or, like, whatever part of your personality is, you're kind of in touch with. And that's where you tend to make jokes or, like, to play around. Like, a good example of that is like that Anthony Jeselnik guy, because he is in real life, he's like a really smart guy. He grew up kind of like a shy, kind of like bookish, like just a smart, like normal kid from a normal family and everything. But obviously he's like a little bit good looking and a little bit like, probably like, you can tell he's not like super full of himself. He's like a little bit confident, but just in the normal confident level. But then when he's on stage, it's like, I'm the best in the world. You're going to love me.
Yeah.
Everything else before me is trash. I'm the best ever.
Yeah.
And like, I think that's what like good actors, they're just kind of like, the best roles they're in are mostly just stuff that's playing off their personality. So it's like, I am a little bit negative in my life, so it's like the jokes I can make are going to be that much farther. Or if I'm a little
caricature of yourself.
Exactly. Or if you're like I am, I think, a little full of myself sometimes, so then it's like, then I'm going to be like super douchey, like that, and that's going to be like funny to be, like super douchey, full of yourself person.
Yeah.
And but I was actually thinking like, that is actually hard for me not to do on this podcast, because sometimes I do talk serious and I do talk negative, and I don't really like want to do that so much on the podcast. But
I don't know if I do something that's maybe like an exaggeration like that, but I know what I do.
Oh, this is the poop app.
Besides the last one. What I do is I think of like the littlest, tiniest connection between like something we just talked about and something like so far away, and I will throw out like this like a fishing reel. I'll like throw this line out of like this tiniest little of like morsel of connection and like deep cut, and just wait for anyone to grab on. And then if no one grabs on, I won't explain.
Yeah.
I've caught that I do that. And then if someone was like, why'd you say that? If they say that, then I'll explain. And then they're usually just like, okay.
Yeah.
But when that bass hits that lure and it just snaps on, and then it's like, oh yeah, it's the best feeling ever.
When somebody goes tee hee hee.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Off that deep cut. I do that.
Yeah.
And I probably say a lot of things that are, stupid. That people are like, why do you say that?
Yeah. I feel like it's not that I am negative. It's just that I am sort of. But also, I'm like the devil's advocate person. And I don't mean to be. It's just like somebody could say the most like simplest thing, like, hey, it's going to be a great day today.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody see it. I'm getting to work in the morning. And, stop in the bathroom before we go in. And somebody else is coming out or whatever. Hey, Mike. That's what they call me there, which is annoying.
Yeah, that sounds weird.
Hey, Mike. Gonna be a good day today. And just immediately in my head, it's just like, you don't know that.
It is nope.
Could be. I don't say it. At least I'm that smart. It's like, this could be the worst day of your life. You could get news that will crush you. Whatever, it's just like, my brain won't allow me to go like, yeah, it's going to be a good day. It's like, you don't know that. There's like, that's not guaranteed.
Living the dream.
And yeah,
that's what you say instead.
And then it's like, living the dream, like, what? This is your dream. This is honestly what you would come up. It's just like, it's always like devil's advocate for the other side.
I think
we're like trying to poke holes in absolute statements.
Oh yeah, I'm a good arguer in the sense of I will ruin your argument, but I won't give my own. I'll do the devil's advocate, I'll just ask a bunch of questions until you can't explain your own argument, but then I won't give a new argument.
Do you think you're a good arguer? You are a good arguer. No?
Because of that. Like, I can destroy your argument based with these, like, really, too broad, like, logic questions. But then I'm not going to explain something else, I'm not going to explain a different side. I'm just going to, like, disprove.
You don't win, you just...
Yeah.
Make the other person...
Yeah.
I feel like I am a good arguer, and that's almost like... I almost wish I wasn't, because it's, like, too easy to...
Yeah. It's always interesting... whenever I hear about like people that are in like debate or whatever, there's all those like the like fallacies.
Oh yeah.
And different ones that people use in arguments that like aren't real arguments.
Like everybody knows like straw man or whatever.
See, I don't even know like what that is. But one that I think of a lot is like the extreme one. Like you'll say something like, I don't know. You say one statement and then I can say, oh, well, actually that's like 1,000, it happens this way 1,000 times more. But that's just like an extreme that like doesn't really happen to disprove your point. Mm-hmm. That's one that is one of the like fallacies that's not allowed, but doesn't stand for anything in a debate. I think about that one a lot. People do that a lot. I catch it.
Yeah.
You hear something and you say, well, what about this?
People.
Here's an example. The whole abortion and rape thing, So it's like, oh, we can't have, or what if they were raped? Then can they get an abortion? But that's like such a tiny percentage of people that get an abortion. So that would be like an extremism example in terms of debating.
Yeah. And that's what I wanted to talk to you today about is actually I wanted to address the listeners. We're just going to do the next, I don't know, how much time do we got left? I think about 90 minutes on abortion. Okay. And... Yeah, I know you mean though. Actually, like, it's so annoying, like in the like biblical like theology bro, they call him Theo bro world. It's like there's a bunch of, I would say, like biblical academics draws like there's like a high percentage of a certain kind of, I guess some of them are dorky, and then some of them are sort of like angry smart people. You know, angry smart people
Oh yeah.
who kind of like,
They want to show you how smart they are.
it's actually in every discipline in higher ed. There's probably like guys who like get off on being smart, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like they always know those things like, that's a straw man. That's a slippery slope. That's
Or they like
there's like all these Latin ones. Oh, that's a
ad hominem.
Yeah, ad hominem.
I don't even know what that means.
That's like a personal attack.
Okay. You could tell me anything. I'm just like, eh.
That'd be like if you said that about abortion, and I was like, yeah, but are we gonna listen to the ugliest person in the room tell us that? It's like, let's stick to the facts, okay?
Quid pro quo. That's the one I don't know what that means either.
Tit for tat.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it means, but also,
I thought quid pro quo had to do with making side deals for some reason.
yeah, exactly. It's like,
Okay.
you do something for me, and then
Oh, okay.
I do something for you. You do
Scratch
something
your
for me.
back.
Yeah.
I scratch yours.
You scratch my butt, I scratch yours.
You scratch my tit, I scratch your tat.
Oh man. Top putty tap. Anyways, but yeah, I guess like it's not just in Bible world; it's in every like higher ed like discipline.
Like
it's
sometimes
just like
you just like start quoting a bunch of like, you know, other philosophers, and then like some other guy who comes on and he just like seems like a janitor or whatever, and then he just like calls you out on all your book quotes, and then like he comes up and he like slaps a post-it note on the window, and then he's like, "How do you like them apples?"
oh, great scene. R.I.P. Robin Williams.
Here's something.
Oh wait, what about your Okay, you texted me. I never do this. Okay,
This is what I was going to, I think, talk about.
are you comment?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me just say, one of the most annoying things to me in the world on Twitter is like people who like will reply tweet on something and try to like here's like an awesome tweet joke or whatever.
Yeah.
And then people will try to like make a better joke underneath, or like use it as a way of like getting attention or whatever. Or just like, I hate when people like write tweets and like tag brands or tag like famous people, and they're like trying to get seen, or they're trying to whatever. It's just like, it's so annoying. It's just like, live your life, interact with the people that you know and like, and don't try to like make yourself like popular, or like, to me it's so sad. It's like if you get like 20 likes on this comment instead of 2, like that's gonna like feel good to you. Is that why you tagged Matthew Perry in this tweet? It's like, it doesn't make sense.
So what? So on that statement of whether you get 2 or 20, guess how many likes I have on my comment?
Because you told me how many you got, and you might have got more, and I tried to see if I could match it.
Ooh, that it just goes into this whole thing.
But it went like so like core against me. I felt like such. Yeah. Go ahead.
What'd you get up to?
I think I just topped out at like 70 or something like that.
Guess what I meant.
What?
Guess.
Let's see. I think you told me you're at 142. But Instagram. Whose post was it?
Rick Glassman.
Oh, Rick Glassman even?
Mm-hmm.
And I think
And I am the 4th top comment.
I think he has about 76,000 followers.
Mm-hmm.
How many does he have?
The video has 43,000 likes. I will tell you that.
43,000 likes.
355 comments, and I am number 4.
Does it go in? Oh, because it goes in like order.
Like order.
You got up to 412.
I got up to 645 likes.
Nice.
So that's the end of the story.
Actually, not nice. I said the wrong word. Interesting.
That's the end of the story. Let's go back to where you're probably wondering how I got here.
Okay, it was the oh, that one. Yeah, okay.
It was Bobby Lee talking about doing things when he was drunk in junior high
Yeah.
on his podcast. So prior to that, let's back it up. I'm not working. I'm spending a lot of time on the phone, a lot of time on the TikTok, a lot of time on the Instagram. I noticed the same thing as you. There's all these comments. There's all these people trying on comments, you know.
Ugh.
And so it became this thing in my head where I was like, what's the top comment? And like, why did people like that? You know, did someone actually make a funny joke, you know?
Yeah.
Or did, you know, what is it? What's going on? And why are people even spending the time to like comments? I never like comments. You know what I mean? So now it became this game in my head of comments. So I devised a plan after seeing a lot of top comments.
Good.
I created my own algorithm. What produces a top comment?
Good.
I noticed some things right away. And this is mostly TikTok based, but I believe also applies to Instagram. First off, get in early.
Oh yeah, get in early. That's definitely.
You
rule
have
number
to
one.
you have to be in the, if you really want to pop off on comment likes,
Because they start racking up and then you can't get
Yeah.
near the top.
you got to get top 10, because who's going to scroll through 300 comments to like find your funny joke?
I mean, if I hate somebody, I mean, me maybe a long time.
Yeah. So that's what I started doing was, let me just, you know, play a game, try to make some jokes. And so I also took it upon myself to always try to make a joke out of this Instagram page, which is all interior design. And so it was like not comedy at all, but then I would try to like post something funny on their interior design post. Like there was this one, it was an A-frame house,
The best.
or like a loft type room, and there was like a bed there, you know, it's all like Pinterest out interior design, but the bed just goes right into this like, you know, 60-degree angle roof. And I said something along the lines of, you're gonna need a helmet when you're trying to go to bed drunk or something like that.
I think you sent me
I
that
posted on my story, I think, or something like that. Not a lot. I never got a lot of likes on that. And so then I
Sad.
noticed something else.
Sad. In a word, sad.
It is sad. I noticed something else in the TikTok world. People were getting tons and tons of comments just by repeating something that was said in the video.
Ugh.
If someone just commented right now on this and said, repeating something that was in the video, it would get like hundreds and hundreds of likes. Or, you know, some punchline from the video, they just would put it there with a cry laughing face.
Yes.
And so I was like, oh, okay. So I started doing that. I would just grab a line and I would just grab a line from a video, post it. So what happened was I post on this video where he says he's talking about growing up, and he's like, being the only Korean in Minnesota, like an exaggeration.
Mm-hmm.
So I comment and I say, the all caps only Korean in Minnesota. That's all it says. I didn't even.
It's not even a funny part of
No,
the video.
I didn't do a cry face. I didn't do anything. I just said the only Korean in Minnesota. And then this I got in early. Rule number 1.
Yeah, rule number 1.
Then
quote the video. That's rule number 2.
rule number 2, steal a punchline from the video.
Choose your quote.
Yeah. And then
Choose your fighter.
then the video goes viral.
Mm.
It gets
It's at 80,000 views.
325,000 views.
Oh, that was on TikTok.
Yeah, 43,000 likes. 355 comments.
Mm.
2,124 shares. So, all
Oh,
those
you got all those likes on TikTok or on Insta?
TikTok.
Oh.
But I think that
I'm not as familiar.
yeah. So what happened was, like, I got like you said, like 70 likes or whatever. And it was in the top. I was number 3. And in comments. And then all of a sudden it goes viral on TikTok, cuz TikTok will throw things out on their algorithm that aren't necessarily like that day or whatever. Instagram's more like that day or two.
Yeah.
Sometimes TikTok will be like a week or two before. And it'll pop up on people's pages.
Right.
So all of a sudden, then it goes viral. Then like one day I open it up, TikTok,
Ding,
100,
ding.
I have to text you, 140 likes
Yeah.
today. And then while I was like scrolling on TikTok, about every minute notification.
Bing, bing,
Yeah.
bing, bing, bing.
Luckily, I
bing.
didn't have any sort of like notification sounds
Oh, yeah.
or buzzes turned on. That
I
would've
remember
been,
when Jeremy Vich's account got popular.
Oh, yeah,
and it would
when-
like kill his phone.
yeah, when he got on Good Morning America or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's crazy, but yeah, so I just like created this game, and it's not even about the likes. For me, it was the puzzle of comment algorithms
Okay.
to entertain myself while I wasn't working.
That is funny.
But but a huge part of it is like if the video goes popular or not, because I've tried the same thing. I'm only at about like 25% success rate.
Okay, I'm into it if it's a game.
Yeah.
I mean, all the stuff I said about annoying people, I mean, it still holds true. I should have been
Yeah.
careful. I should have listened to the story first.
I didn't even come up with anything. I just copied something from the video.
And such a dumb part of the video.
Yeah. But the other thing
the only Korean.
but then the other thing that kind of like grinded my gears is I was in number 3 the whole time.
Good job you put all caps, though. That was smart.
And then I was number 3 for a long time, and then when it went viral like twice. There were like 2 waves, and then someone else commented, and somehow they made it to the top. I don't know how. And he commented a quote from a different viral video.
Oh, what?
He said, "If you laugh again, I'll leave," from when he was on Fighter and the Kid.
Oh, yeah. TFA.
Yes. And he said, "If you laugh again, I'll leave." And all of a sudden, that jumped up to number 3. And I'm at number 4.
Okay. Well,
Rude.
when it was at 142, I decided I gotta try.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't decide. I saw a tweet, and in the moment, I thought, let's see how close I can get to 142. And I feel like this accomplishment is on that level, because I will tell you, there was a Bill Gates tweet, and then there is this guy who's
I'm not on Twitter.
he is a reporter, but he also tweets about some like animal rights things,
Mm-hmm.
and he messages Chrissy Teigen sometimes. So he's a reporter, but he's also a little bit like
Doing his own thing.
a tiny bit of a personality. But now, so Bill Gates tweeted, one of the benefits of being 65, eligible for the vaccine. Got my first dose this week. Feel great. Thank you to all the scientists, trial participants, regulators, and frontline healthcare workers who got us to this point. 12221. Bill Gates, verified account. Yasser Ali.
With a Y.
Yep. He just does the eyes. This emoji. Not the face like this, but just the two eyes. To the side. Eyes to the side.
Did it have the mouth in the middle?
No. Just eyes.
Oh.
Just eyes to the side. So really, this tweet, there's no reason to look at the replies to this. Everybody gets it. Bill Gates getting it. He's the vaccine guy. People think he's the chip guy. Yasser, just with the eyes to the side. But then I go, I've never made a meme faster than I did this. Boom. Open it up. I got the, what's his name? DJ Khaled.
Mm-hmm.
The meme. Congratulations. You played yourself.
You made that?
And so I did. Congratulations. You chipped yourself.
I did not realize you made that. And you sent it to me.
And I put it under there. And I feel like 81 likes. That's a pretty good accomplishment. Like I said, there's no
original content.
There's no reason to jump into the replies to this. But
I did not realize you sent that.
I mean, maybe somebody stole it.
Oh, yeah. I see it now. I see your tag up there.
Maybe I can do like reverse lookup.
I sent this to people. I thought it was just a meme.
Oh, it was me.
I sent it to
It was
my friend in California and my friend in Canada. So who knows where it's gone now.
Dude, what if I went viral? And actually what you can do, friends, bad family, as we jokingly but also seriously call you, you can share this podcast with your friends.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Ring that bell. Get the notifications for when it launches at 9 p.m. on Mondays.
Yes, 9 p.m. You know, I really feel like the best
you know,
time
though,
to launch a podcast, Mondays, 9 p.m.
Yeah. The iTunes app gives notifications on like Tuesday morning.
You set it for how often you want it to check.
Oh.
I believe.
Because I was talking to someone and they didn't even know it posted at Mondays. They thought it was always Tuesdays.
Okay, don't follow on Instagram. Great.
And but they do. I said, you just liked the picture that says 9 p.m. or whatever, you know.
Come on, people.
I gave them a hard time.
Yeah, just every once in a while, just throw a share out there for us. You know,
throw a tag on Instagram.
Throw a tag. You know, throw a post into your stories.
Throw a quote on there in the comments.
Yeah.
Get in early.
Throw a quote in there. Put a caps, an emoji.
Cry face. Cry laughing face.
Cry laughing. And we'll see you. We won't see you. You'll hear us, though.
Coming soon to an episode near you. MGTOW.
Ooh, spooky.